In a world obsessed with superficial aesthetics, external flashiness, and manufactured charm, most people spend their entire lives chasing attractiveness in all the wrong places. They buy into the endless consumerist lie that true magnetism comes from expensive wardrobes, trendy appearances, curated social media personas, or desperate attempts to fit into whatever mold society currently deems acceptable. They exhaust themselves trying to please everyone, smiling on cue, and projecting a manufactured perfection that is as fragile as glass. They wonder why, despite all this exhausting effort, they still feel hollow, unnoticed, and fundamentally unmagnetic. Yet the ancient Stoics understood a profoundly different, unshakable truth. True attractiveness is never a costume you put on. It is an emanation of character from within. Marcus Aurelius ruling an empire with quiet dignity, and Seneca commanding the respect of the Roman elite through his razor-sharp intellect and unwavering composure, never worried about superficial charm. They knew that real magnetism is rooted in psychological sovereignty, emotional discipline, and deep self-mastery. Today, we explore 6 simple, profound Stoic habits that naturally and effortlessly make you irresistible, highly respected, and deeply attractive to others. This is an uncompromising blueprint for total personal power and magnetic presence. Step inside, lock the gates to superficial distractions, and let us master the Stoic art of genuine attractiveness across every layer of our existence. 1. Master the art of controlled silence. The first and most powerful habit that makes an individual instantly attractive is the mastery of controlled silence. In modern society, people are terrified of quiet spaces. They fill every second of dead air with nervous chatter, unnecessary opinions, gossip, and loud laughter, desperate to prove their presence and avoid the discomfort of stillness. This constant verbal diarrhea broadcasts insecurity, neediness, and a lack of internal grounding. The ancient Stoics viewed speech as a precision instrument, not a recreational outlet. Epictetus famously reminded us that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Zeno of Citium noted that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen more and talk less. When you enter a room and speak only when it adds genuine value, when your words are weighed, measured, and delivered with calm intention, something remarkable happens to the perception of everyone around you. Silence projects absolute authority. When you refuse to participate in petty gossip, when you do not rush to fill every awkward pause, and when you listen with deep, unblinking presence, you become a mystery. People naturally lean in toward mystery. They are drawn to individuals who are completely comfortable in their own skin, without needing external validation through noise. By practicing controlled silence, you stop leaking your energy into the ether. You cultivate an aura of quiet strength. When you finally do speak, your words carry the weight of thunder because people know you do not waste them on trivialities. You become irresistibly attractive because your presence fills the room without making a single frantic sound. 2. Cultivate unshakable emotional composure, apatheia. The second habit of high attractiveness is the cultivation of emotional composure, known to the Stoics as apatheia, not a state of cold apathy, but the profound freedom from being emotionally hijacked by external events. Look around you. Most people are emotional puppets. Cut them off in traffic, and they rage, disagree with their opinion, and they take it as a personal insult. Send a delayed text message, and they spiral into anxiety. Their entire emotional dashboard is wired directly to the behavior of everyone else. This makes them entirely predictable, easily manipulated, and deeply unattractive. The Stoic operates from an entirely different dimension. Marcus Aurelius faced plague, betrayal, war, and political corruption, yet he continuously reminded himself that external events cannot touch the soul unless we give them permission. When you master your emotional responses, when you face insults with a calm smile, crises with a clear head, and unexpected disruptions with quiet adaptability, you project supreme power. Think about the most magnetic individuals you have ever encountered. Did they scream when things went wrong? Did they throw tantrums when people disagreed with them? Of course not. True power is quiet. When you remain totally composed while everyone else around you is losing their minds, you become the gravitational center of the room. People are biologically and psychologically wired to look for a leader in times of chaos. By refusing to let external circumstances dictate your internal state, you become that undeniable leader. Your emotional stability is the ultimate aphrodisiac, drawing respect, admiration, and deep attraction effortlessly toward you. 3. Ruthless alignment between words and actions. Nothing destroys attractiveness faster than hypocrisy, empty promises, and a disconnect between what a person says and what they actually do. In a world full of talkers, influencers, and grandstanders who broadcast their intentions across the digital landscape while achieving nothing in reality, consistency is an absolute superpower. The Stoics despised empty philosophy that remained trapped in the head or rolled off the tongue. Seneca repeatedly emphasized that character is revealed not in polished speeches, but in how a person executes their daily duties. When your words match your actions with mathematical precision, you build an unshakable reputation for integrity. If you say you will be somewhere, you are there. If you commit to a standard, you live by it in the dark. When no one is watching, if you make a mistake, you own it without making excuses. This level of moral consistency creates a deep, subconscious sense of trust in everyone who interacts with you. Trust is the foundational bedrock of all attraction, romantic, professional, and social. When people know that your word is absolute bedrock, they feel safe around you. They respect you because they recognize that you are a person of substance, a rare individual whose foundation does not crack under pressure. You stop trying to convince people of your worth through rhetoric because your entire life speaks with undeniable proof. 4. Radical accountability and the elimination of victimhood. The fourth habit of profound attractiveness is the total abandonment of blame, complaining, and the victim mentality. The default setting of modern culture is external attribution. When something goes wrong, people immediately look for someone or something else to blame. The economy, their upbringing, their partner, bad luck, or systemic oppression. They wallow in self-pity, expecting the world to feel sorry for them and come to their rescue. This attitude of perpetual victimhood is profoundly repulsive. It screams powerlessness and dependency. Stoicism is the ultimate philosophy of radical personal accountability. Epictetus, who lived a significant portion of his life as a slave, taught that we cannot choose what happens to us, but we are 100% responsible for how we respond to what happens. When you adopt this mindset, you stop complaining entirely. If a project fails, you do not blame your team. You look inward and ask how your execution fell short. If a relationship ends, you do not play the victim. You analyze what lessons you can extract to improve your character. You take total ownership of your life, your health, your finances, and your emotional state. This radical accountability transforms your entire aura. People are instinctively repelled by complainers and chronic victims, but they are magnetically drawn to individuals who take absolute charge of their destiny. When you own your flaws and your mistakes without defensiveness, you disarm every critic. You project an immense, unshakable strength that signals to the world, "I am the architect of my life, and nothing can keep me down." That is true. Magnetic power. 5. Radical present moment focus and deep attention. In an era of shattered attention spans, multitasking, and digital distraction, the rarest and most attractive gift you can give another human being is your undivided, absolute attention. When you speak to someone today, where is their mind? Half of it is scrolling through mental notifications, their eyes are darting toward their phone screen, and they are only half listening while waiting for their turn to speak. This fragmented presence makes people feel invisible, unvalued, and insignificant. The Stoics understood the immense power of the present moment. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself to focus entirely on the task at hand, treating each moment of his life as if it were his last. When you practice radical present moment focus, when you look someone directly in the eye, listen to their words as if the entire universe depends on that single conversation, and strip away all digital distractions, you create an intense magnetic connection. People will walk away from a conversation with you feeling profoundly seen, deeply valued, and inexplicably drawn to your energy. This is not a manipulation tactic or a pickup technique. It is a manifestation of deep respect for time and humanity. When you are fully anchored in the now, you stop worrying about the illusory anxieties of the future and the regrets of the past. Your presence becomes electric, clear, and intensely compelling. 6. Living for an internal standard, not external applause. The sixth and final habit that makes you irresistibly attractive is the complete severing of your self-worth from external approval. Most people are desperate performers on the stage of social media and daily life, constantly adjusting their appearance, opinions, and behavior to secure likes, claps, and validation from the crowd. They are chameleons, changing colors based on who is watching. This lack of a core identity is transparent, desperate, and ultimately unattractive. Seneca advised his friend Lucilius to measure his life against an internal standard, imagining that a virtuous observer, like the great Stoic Cato, was always watching his actions. When you stop caring about what the crowd thinks, when you no longer need society's applause to validate your choices, and when you are completely willing to be misunderstood, criticized, or disliked in pursuit of what is right, your attractiveness skyrockets to a level that superficial charm can never reach. You become a free agent. You are no longer on sale. Your standards are high, your boundaries are absolute, and your validation comes exclusively from the quiet approval of your own conscience. When people encounter an individual who cannot be bought, flattered, or intimidated into changing their values, they are witnessing true sovereignty. You become a beacon of authenticity in a world of actors, drawing deep, abiding respect and powerful attraction. True attractiveness has never been about makeup, fashion trends, loud charisma, or trying to bend yourself into a shape that pleases the crowd. It is about building an unshakable inner fortress. When you master these 6 Stoic habits, when you practice controlled silence, maintain absolute emotional composure, align your words with unbreakable action, take radical accountability for your destiny, give people your undivided presence, and live entirely for an internal standard of virtue, you stop chasing attractiveness altogether. You become a magnet. The right people, the right opportunities, and the deep respect you deserve will naturally gravitate toward your orbit because you have become a person of undeniable substance. Stand tall, guard your character, and do not trade your inner sovereignty for anything this fleeting world can offer. Step forward into your life with the quiet, supreme power of an unshakable mind. Stay calm, stay focused, and stay stoic.